Then there's Neurosama, and it's like the most innocent looking thing ever. Like even one of my people in my community, they have Nero's emotes. So every time they pop in to say hello, I see the little wave emote. I'm like, that little AI and that little turtle, they're going so far. Vito is very smart, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future. Okay, so hi, hello. Hello everyone, my name is Jenky Johnny. I'm also known as Stringer's Demon. And before I get into it, I do want to explain. So you're probably wondering, why do I have sticky notes on my face? I'm currently having a subathon over on Twitch, and these are all the people that have been nice and has gifted and or just helped me out with my stream the last couple of months. And this is my one way to say thanks. Hopefully it's not too distracting or anything, but I did want to explain it just a little bit earlier on, since I don't want someone watching the video and be like, hey, why do you have stuff on your face? But hi everyone, this is my first reaction video I'm doing. I don't want to say a big thank you to Joko for recommending all these videos. Joko did recommend a video with, I don't know how to say her name correctly, I think it's Lanya or Lena? I don't know how to say her name correctly. It's a blind cooking video with Vito and Camilla, and I'll get to that sometime soon. I'm recording this video on a Sunday at 9 p.m, so I can't really do a long video, but next week I'll try to record something on Saturday that could be a lot longer. But the video I'm watching today is The Swarm Are a Bunch of Fanatics, and it's made by Xigtan Ninja, also known as Pasturing Creators. This is recommended by Joko yet again. I don't really have anything else to say, so we can just head on over to the video. I'll be on the left side of the screen this time, just to make sure, hey, I don't block anything. But I do want to show this yet again, and also I noticed when I said I don't want to block anything, I'm blocking Xatan. But here is the channel. I'll have everything linked down below, so I don't step on anyone's toes. I'll do my best to have everything up to date with everything. So yeah. But outside that, let's get into it. So this is The Swarm Are a Bunch of Fanatics. Rethinking influence.
The word fan comes from the word fanatic. It's a person with a single-minded,
Hope the audio's
unbridled
good too.
passion
Here we go.
for something. Being a religious or political fanatic is bad. Being a sports fan or a music fan is good. This week, I had an
Depends on
experience with a group of
the
fans
person.
called The Swarm, who were definitely single-minded,
I love how they said that they were.
unbridled in their passion for an AI.
Okay, I will say here, with what I learned about Nero, especially just how much effort Vito put into it. There was a comment from someone I'll probably put on the screen. They actually told me how Nero could quote unquote see. Honestly, I think it's just insane. I understand the appeal of Nero. Everything that I've seen so far and even watched, it has honestly been a fun ride, especially now thanks to Joko. Here I am reacting to more and more of Nero's stuff, but I'm enjoying every moment of it really. So I can't wait to see what this does. I don't want to know what this goes over. I see AI equals evil. I'm gonna let him explain.
Now, when I say AI, most people picture one of three things: a manipulative tool for simpletons that destroys the minds of the weak,
Yep.
a factory for slop content that
This is what I hate the
destroying
most
internet,
about it.
or an evil
slop
corporate
content.
monster
Yeah, I don't.
stealing from real creatives.
And this,
And
yeah,
honestly, they're mostly right.
that's why I don't use Instagram
AI
anymore.
is almost universally despised in the creative community for a variety of reasons. But then there's Neurosama, who somehow
It's then there's Neurosama, and it's the most innocent looking thing ever. It's little do you know, she could be evil.
is not only embraced by artists and creatives, but celebrated. Now, why?
Yeah. Okay, well, what I'm gonna say is, probably from this. Well, I'm probably gonna say this before he does go into it. I feel the thing that separates Nero from everything is she's not traditionally a AI in the sense to profit. If you know, she was created. I learned that she was created originally as an Osu bot. Then kind of just everything took off from that. I don't think Vito even banked on her being such a success between everything. But I think that's why I think that's why a lot of people gravitate towards Nero, because yeah, she may be an AI, but she's not AI here to steal a job or steal someone's art and then puke out something horrendous, you know what I mean? She's just entertainment in a way that doesn't necessarily hurt anyone or anything, but only adds to stuff. Because yeah, art with Nero, even the music, I don't know how he does the music, but still 10 out of 10, man. So I think maybe this is what he at least speaks, or maybe he's part of it. But that's what I think about Nero. Like, and also just like the interaction between her and like other content creators is also awesome. So I don't know. Enough me yapping. Let's move on.
I recently did a deep dive on this neurosama phenomenon. I went in
Mhm.
expecting pretty hollow content made by this sophisticated machine that was surrounded by rubes and nerds and perverts. But I came out realizing that the secret for her record breaking success has
It's not.
nothing to
Yeah.
do with the machineness. It's all about her fans.
Oh.
Neurosama isn't the content creator, she is the content.
Yeah.
She's the glue that holds a massive community together. As I watched
Aw.
and learned, and as more of the swarm joined my chat, I came away with some big lessons that I think every
Oh.
content creator can learn from.
Oh, it's on YouTube. I'll try to link his stuff down below. I'll look at everything. I'll try to put everything to him down below. I want him to receive so much support for this.
First, we have to make a vital distinction. This isn't Neurosama's channel.
It's Beatles.
Bettles.
Yeah.
The headlines
There was
say
a Nero though.
AI
I think that
VTuber
got
beats
banned.
record for most subs, or an AI is the most subscribed streamer on Twitch.
But that's not true.
They're very wrong.
Yeah.
There is a human behind the AI working incredibly hard.
Yeah, there we go.
Vettel isn't just a genius programmer. He's a creative director who has spent countless hours planning unique content, designing scenarios, sharing his life behind the scenes.
Alright, let's see who I can. I know Lily, Bao, Fillion, who I hope she comes back soon. Oh, yeah, then that's the Nero when she was first starting out with the V2 studio thing. She looks familiar. I don't know, and I know this one's French. I know she's French. I forgot her name, but I do lurk in her streams when she does stream every now and then. And her, I'm sorry if I don't recognize these two. I'm sure like they're big, but I do know like I do know these. I do know like these in a weird L, but yeah, but I know Bao from like her previous endeavors and like anime covers and like covers of songs and everything. Check out 52 Hertz from Bao or 52 Hearts, but it's kind of like Hertz, you know. That song's fire. 10 out of 10.
Setting up collaborations with technology that would leave most creators dizzy. He's ingratiated himself into the VTubing community in such a
I love his
powerful
model.
way and shows
VR
a
chat.
deep vulnerability by sharing his heart through his reactions to his own creation.
Oh wow. This is
Oh.
actually so pretty.
It's the clip where he cries.
This is like the
I
number
mentioned
2
this.
prettiest thing I've seen the whole year.
Number
Guess
2?
what number 1 is?
Is it gonna
What's
say
number
you?
one?
It's me.
Aw.
Duh.
Hey.
Who else would it be?
No, I do want to say. Oh, also, was he crying in this one? I don't honestly. I don't blame him though for crying. Seeing like your own creation in VR chat. But what I remember from like this stream and the clips at least, I always found it so fascinating how like her movements, albeit like with the AI and how that person explained how Nero does see, the way that like her mannerisms, at least by the way she looks at the person, like it still feels so real. That's what I find so fascinating about Nero. Like everything is just above my head and above my pay grade, but Vidal has created 2 amazing AIs. Well, technically 4 if you do count the ones he did create for I believe Camilla too, and one other creator. It's like I don't know how he done it still, but it's still just phenomenal. Like I should react to like clips from this one because like seeing like hearing him like choke up a little bit like during the subathon, I still think he deserves every portion of success he has done. Like it was just 10 out of 10. All right. Oh yeah. I can't tell if he was
Are you
laughing or he was
honored?
crying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very a long day for him
Yes.
too.
Yes, let's continue.
No.
Can I ask you something unrelated?
Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think I'll ever be real?
this is the clip.
There's so
There
many
we
people
go.
out there trying to use
That was the
AI
clip.
as a magic machine to spit out effortless content for easy money. Vettel isn't one of them.
Yeah,
The
he
first
actually
big
cares.
lesson is that this incredible work ethic, combined with profound skills and a uniquely creative mind, is what built his audience. And his vulnerability and consistency is what made the Swarm a deeply connected, very human community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the second thing. We need to understand that
Oh,
as amazing
Megalodon.
as Vettel's product is, the real power is in the shared human experience. Neuro is an AI. Everyone knows it. There's no attempt to trick people into thinking she's a
Like
real
she's
girl.
real, yeah.
In fact, in one clip, she wears a little hat that says, Please be patient. I'm an AI.
That's fucking adorable. That's such adorable.
The charm isn't in watching the cute little robot do random things. It's in the process of watching her grow up in real time. They see the subtle changes in her facial cues when she's thinking, the new emotions she's trying to convey, the robotic voice improving a little, or even learning to sing, the computer-driven glitches and the weird tangents she goes on as her personality crystallizes. It's watching her improve at Minecraft, riff with VTubers, move from 2D to 2.5D to 3D in VR space. The audience isn't thinking, look at this machine pretending to be human. Everyone is in on the joke, so to speak.
Yeah, no, that's what I noticed too with the Swarm. I see a lot of people from the Swarm commenting on the videos, and I even talked to one person on the Swarm. I did mess up. I do always mess up. Sombroso, I think, or Zabrios. Like they were just so nice. Like everyone from the Swarm, they're just like sweethearts, dude. And even talked to that one, like for me at least. And I'll get back to I'll get back to the video, but like at least with me, like when it comes to like people's like other communities stuff like that, I always kind of like lock up a little bit because like I know how to interact with my community, but just seeing like how people are just so sweet and like inviting over these two little AI gals right here, it's heartwarming. Like what Beetle has done, like with the Swarm and everything, like he accomplished, I think what every creator wants to have at one point. Or what every creator wants is like a fun, loving community. Like I wasn't there watching Nero like when we first started. You know, like as I mentioned, I'm more of like a clip watcher. Like if I'm going on my YouTube and I see clips of Nero, but like seeing a clip from Nero from like 2 or 3 years ago to like now is like the progression, and it's very similar to like watching a creator you watch for a while finally achieve like their goals. Like seeing them like, oh, they have a new model, they're potentially like joining a new agency, or they're like, or just doing anything of the sort. You're just like, hell yeah. And I feel like that's a lot of vibes that these two give off. It's like, yeah, you're watching them grow, even though albeit they're not real, they're still accomplishing crazy things, and then the man behind it is also accomplishing so many things by putting all the hard work and effort into it. Vito is very smart, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future. He has just done so much in the time that he has, and everything he has given, he 10 times it. But it's just like this part right here, just like knowing that these two are fake in a sense, but still, it's like you root for them. You're like, hell yeah.
And experiencing how fascinating it is to watch this AI try to work things out, explore philosophical concepts, connect to her creator, tell jokes, make mistakes. That's where the success lies.
Yeah.
Not in the tech, but in the people watching who are deeply connected to not Neurosama, but each other.
Yeah.
To Vettel, to the VTuber community, to the wider art community, with Neurosama as the common touch point for their massive subculture. In the same way someone who loves comic books or fantasy novels can get lost in their own world when they meet a fellow Tolkienist or get into an argument about whether Hulk could beat up Superman, the Swarm has Neurosama as the catalyst for their community. They create art, stories, animatics, songs, clip compilations, all to explore what they're experiencing together. When Neuro asks Vidal, "Do you think I'll ever be real?" An AI hater or skeptic might scoff and think it's the algorithm trying to create clickbait or comments, but the community sees it as an invitation to delve into those questions themselves.
Yeah, it's
they
like very
humanize
open-ended.
her to explore deep concepts like friendship, good versus evil, knowledge versus experience.
Yeah, so that part where she was like jumping up and down is so cute. But yeah, no, it's like I still wonder, like, how did Nero even get to that point to ask him that question? I don't know what algorithm it goes through, like she goes through, but I know for that one clip for Life and just like that part where she like goes into like the internet and then like all the fan art. It's like I think like I do think it's so cool. Like just on the same part of like as you mentioned, like comic books and everything, like that it is definitely something. And I know I do feel like now like Nero is so well known. It's like it's kinda like when you mention Hololive to someone and they go like, "Oh my god, you remember Gara?" Or like, "Oh my god, you remember Mumi?" You know, I feel like it's like same thing. Like if you mention Nero, like and to someone who doesn't have VTubing, it's like they're most likely. It's like I do think that's amazing to connect. I do think like even one of my people in my community, they have Nero's emotes. So every time they pop in to say hello, I see the little wave emote. I'm like that little AI and that little turtle, they're going so far. Me, with my little PV brain, looking at all of this, I could never fathom of like even if I could even make 1% of this, I don't think I can fathom to even do that. So just phenomenal.
The meaning of life. It's the same way we feel when we watch a good movie. We know the characters aren't real, but the emotions they trigger are.
Yeah.
Just because they're fiction doesn't mean that the feeling they elicit isn't important. Neurosama and Vettel have a sort of parent-child relationship, and it's incredibly easy for me to relate to my own experiences as a father.
As a person who has also played a few games, I played Death Stranding that has the same themes of you protecting Lou. And when I played The Walking Dead with Lee protecting Clem, like once you see that dynamic the first time, you can kind of definitely see that vibe. And like I do think Beetle probably does feel that way about Nero, because like even like when they do interact though, he's like what? He's like trying to guide her into a direction, and of course like with her being an AI, but also kind of similar to like a young person, they do something else, and you're like, please don't. Like I'm speaking of like the filter stuff now. I don't know if Nero still tries to break the filter every now and then, but if she does, yeah, it's the same vibes.
Gives Neuro access to the internet, but he has to filter it so she doesn't learn
Oh,
the
there we
wrong
go.
things.
Yep,
He gives her freedom, but after she goes sideways, he has to set rules for her safety.
there we go.
He wants to see her reach her full potential, but
Yep.
he carries the weight of responsibility to guide her. For him, it's code. For me, it's my kids.
Yeah,
People aren't watching Neurosama for Neurosama. They, like everyone who connects to artists who are changing the world, are a passionate, fanatical community of vulnerable, hopeful, lonely, creative,
I did
kind,
know Joker.
real people who are celebrating together, growing together, building a subculture with its own language and stories. As content creators who want to build real influence, we need to understand what Neurosama's success teaches us. It's always, always about people connecting to people.
This was a good video. I didn't really expect it to be kind of like it felt more like a documentary, I think, or kind of like a mini docu thing. But like this was a good video. I pleasantly enjoyed it. So I do want to say thank you to Sotion Ninja. I know I probably said your name. I probably messed up your name multiple times. Thank you for making a video. Also, I do want to say thank you yet again to Jokyo for recommending it. Also, I'll put his link to his Twitch and stuff down below. To alongside like his YouTube channel. It's like I'm really glad he did talk about like AI as a part. It's like like yeah, this is AI, but AI used in a sense is like it's not meant to really take anyone's job or anything. Because I remember I remember seeing something like that where everyone's like, oh, AI streamers are gonna take over real people. It's like why can't they coexist? You can tell which ones have heart and other ones are just kind of like a cash grab. And I'm really glad that he was able to talk upon Vito's efforts of making the streams as fun and as like entertaining while working so hard behind the scenes. Because like I do understand now why he probably doesn't want to be in the limelight, because like he does put a lot of effort into making the stream perfect and everything, like even in OBS and stuff too. Like I can imagine it being exhausting, the very exhausting and everything. But this was just, you know, amazing. And I love how people were like, oh, this feels like a video you can introduce your parents to Nero with. I would say yeah. And I do think like this is actually a pretty perfect way to summarize this video. No, I give this one a 10 out of 10. But I do hope everyone did enjoy my reaction to this video. I do want to say a big thank you to Ixaton Ninja for making the video. I also want to say a big thank you to Joko, yet again, for recommending the video. I'll be trying to do reaction content at least like once a week or maybe twice a week. This is a one-man job for my channel. I do edit all my videos, so I can't really do consistent reaction videos, but I am free on the weekends for a large amount of time, so I can try and record more stuff. Sorry my face was a little bit crowded. I'm in the middle of a subathon, so I'm trying to just say thank you to people, so that's why I have signals on my face yet again. I'll put all the links down below so I don't step on anyone's toes. Yeah, again, thank you Ixaton Ninja for making a video. Outside of that, I don't have anything else to say. Hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction video. As I mentioned, I'll try to do them once a week. But outside of that, I do want to say, just thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.